Once you have cast on the desired number of stitches, in this case I have, I don't know, 10 or 11 stitches on my needle. We're here to talk about the two different styles of knitting. If you're a right-hander, you're going to be holding the yarn in your right hand. I like to loop it around my pinky. I'm going to insert the right hand needle from front to back and then bring my yarn around that needle and over. We'll do that one more time. Front to back, grabbing this little loop, bringing the yarn around that back needle, bringing this front needle over, and then sliding off. Holding that yarn in the right hand like that is what's called English style knitting. For left-handers, that's possible to do, but not as natural, in my opinion, as holding this yarn in your left hand. Let me show you the difference. When you're a left-hander, I like to tension my yarn around my pinky and then hold it over my index finger. You still insert that right needle from front to back, but this time all you need to do is just have your finger nearby, grab that little piece of yarn, bring it through, slide it off. Let's do that again. Keeping your finger very close to this left hand needle, insert front to back, loop that left hand yarn, slide it off. So going front to back, picking up that yarn from in front of the left index finger, you bring this needle through and then you slide it off. And let's do that a few more times. Front to back, pick up that bit of yarn, bring it through towards you, off the needle, and we'll finish this row. Doing this is called knitting, and it's one of two very basic stitches that you need to know when you're learning to knit. One is knitting, one is purling. The beauty of this style of knitting is that there's very little movement in your left hand. And I have found that that reduces strain and tension in my hand from knitting. It's just a more efficient, fluid way to knit rather than trying to keep throwing from this side, or rather than holding my finger way up here, because then you have to bring it around and down. The closer you can hold your left index finger to that needle, the smoother your knitting will be. So let's go through here and slide these back on. So now we are back to having stitches on our left needle, having been able to finish one row. The second row is much the same as the first for the left-handed knitter. Again, I like to wrap around my pinky and then carry the yarn on top of my left index finger, and I keep my left index finger very close to this needle. That seems to be the key for me. You're going to insert front to back with your right needle, pick up that piece of yarn, bring it through the loop, slide it off. And again, front to back, bring it through, slide it off. Front to back, and so on. I'll finish this row and then I'm going to show you another technique.